So today's session is called Mental Architecture. So for those that are writing this, I'll write this down. I'm going to draw something up here, and when we get done, I'm going to go around the room and I'm going to ask you something about this, okay? Okay. So what we have is 9 boxes in this box right here. For you, in order for this to look correct, if I did this, would it look correct?
It's getting there.
Does that look correct?
Yeah, it's not as.
Okay. Cody, what about you? When you saw these 9 in that box right there, did it look right to you? Because what happens is there's 2 schools of thought that go along with this exercise. It's scarcity versus abundance, because some of the people that I work with, when they see these 9 boxes in this box right here, they say it's incomplete. That we need to have this box here and this box here in order for it to be complete. There are other people that look at it and say, looks fine to me, that extra box is okay. It's just 9 boxes and an extra box. That's the way I see it too. I see 9 boxes and an extra box. And that fundamentally supports the idea of mental architecture as abundance versus scarcity. When I look at this, I say there's 9 boxes and an extra one, because my mental architecture is abundance. There are, and this again, this isn't a wrong situation. It's just this, this is the technique of it. Other people that have a mental architecture of scarcity say this is incomplete. In order for this to be right, you need to have the boxes, because all the boxes need to be. There's not enough here to make it be right. Whereas an entire half of the population says, yes, this is right, and there's an extra. There's more than we need. As opposed to the other group, which says there's less than we need. So we are going to talk about the idea of abundance versus scarcity. And we talk about mental architecture. This is a critical action, because this is how you think. Abundance versus scarcity. Now, by the way, this is not something this is something that's created over your lifetime. And it's how you think about money. It's how you think about a lot of things. And again, there's no right and wrong answer here. This is just a tool that we're going to use to increase our selling abilities. And a lot of it goes back. So if you remember when you were younger, right? And because historically, that's how we all learned about money and life and what's appropriate and such. And many people came from families that maybe didn't have as much. And their conversation sounded like this. Money doesn't grow on trees. What do you think? I have a money tree in the backyard. See? I don't even need to finish the words, right? What do you think I'm made of? Money? Right? All these things come out of, and through years and years, it's not polite to talk about money, right? And all these parts and pieces. And they all have this effect on us when we're younger and our relationship with money. Now, interestingly enough, I didn't have that, right? I came from a very well-to-do family. My father owned the company. We had tons of money. He always had a new Lincoln every 6 months. Boxes at sporting events and stuff, knew everybody and their brother. I never had that. I came from a world where there was always enough. And not even enough, there was more than you really, really needed. And even at a young age, I was very involved in the finances of the family. So if you think of the Rockefellers and the Kennedys, and you look at any well-to-do family, that's generational wealth. So the kids understand that, they have something when they get old enough to understand. Whereas in a lot of other places, nobody has any idea what mom and dad die. They have no idea what they have until they start, wheedling through things. So those mental tapes that we play in our head go over and over and over and over again. Because in this situation, that little tape is coming out and says it's impolite to talk about money. Now, I, as a sales trainer, am saying what? Let's talk about money. Well, that's friction. That's going to rub against itself. That's going to rub differently on different people depending on how they were brought up.